Hello. I believe it is time to consider the possibility um, that all the changes on Google are indicating something important. What is that? That's a great question. Well, let's just stick to what we've observed. We've observed that there has been an election for president, and that would be President Trump, and that was 4 years ago. And then we noticed that Google results shifted. We noticed a change in the types of products that were outputted by companies. We noticed quite a lot of changes, and over the last 4 years, they seem to have been continuing. Now, I think it was the understanding of a great many people that the riots that were talked about that started in 2016 after President Trump was elected um, basically, I think a lot of people assumed that the left, like they just believed that the left was actually fighting and they were going to try to overthrow the president. Plus, there was a lot of other news. Now, it really divided the country between fake news, real news. What can you trust? It really created a lot of that type of stuff, right? Well, here's what I've noticed. 4 years have passed. We have had another election. We have not had a victor declared yet. However, I have noticed that directly after the election results were in, there has been another shift in the Google results we are receiving, in the types of discussions that are online, in the available content on the internet, both the regular net and the dark net and the hidden net and all the other types of nets, all of them across every platform, be it uh, social media apps to web apps, everything. There's just a lot of changes all at once, and it's just too fast to be that herd mentality idea that all of the world just as a herd just started posting totally different things together. It's a little bit too organized. All right, so I think that's very interesting. Now, I don't know if this is the left or the right or a private group that is causing or driving this change, but I would say that it does seem like someone or something. I say something because we do live in an age of advanced computing technology. Um, so it could be just an algorithm that was programmed into some system that has roots into every type of computing system. Um, or maybe it is just a herd mentality. It's hard to say. However, to go from complete unit, like basically we were really unified, and then to completely just suddenly we're at each other's throats, it's just war, and then to completely flip back the other way 4 years later as if there's been no. It's just too fast, too specific. I noticed when Obama was elected in his second term, right before he was elected, there seemed to be a little bit of a disturbance in the type of content that was available online. I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but it did seem that there was something then. So I don't know if this is a continuation of a system that was implemented back then or if it's entirely different. But I would say that as a people, we need to be aware, we need to be vigilant, we need to pay attention to these patterns, take note of them, talk about them with each other, get on the same page. We need to start trying to figure this out because whatever the heck's going on, it makes me feel concerned because not only is the content online flowing and changing, but also the description of the types of liberties and freedoms we have as a people, our relationship to the world around us as a country, the relationship to the government and the people, the relationship to the state and the people, the relationship of the government to the state, just everything is just drastically portrayed differently. So I don't know if it's that when a Republican gets elected, Democrats have control of the internet, or when a Democrat gets elected, Republicans have control of the internet, or if it's just that the internet is controlled by whoever is president or whoever is public, whichever side is publicly known to have more power over the government as a whole. I don't know if this is, well, it could be any number of things. And that's the whole thing that is so important to take a look at this whole situation and really contemplate it. And that's all I have to say for right now. I would love to hear your thoughts. Get back to me and anyone else who watches this video by posting a comment below and telling us what you think, because communication is what drives our ability as a species to be where we are, to be able to have hope for the future and to inspire next generations. On a side note, I will take notice that it seems like there's two ideologies at play here. There's an ideology of following your emotions at the exclusion of logic, and there's the ideology of following logic at the exclusion of emotions. And the thing is, truth is the combination of these things, not the exclusion of one or the other. That's the whole point of being human, being able to let yourself be logical and let yourself be emotional. You have, there's like talked about two hemispheres, your creative side, which is your emotional. You got your logical side, which is your side that specializes in more logical types of operations. I mean, this is all indicative of that we're capable of both these things, and to use only one side or the other, regardless which you feel more dominant, is, I just feel like it's a bad idea, because then you're only using like half of what you as a human are capable of, right? So I've got a call coming in. I gotta go. Pieces out, yos. Remember, think and feel. That's the point of love. Pieces.